That's why. So, taking that into consideration, we have decided only in specific areas. We will expand, but we will expand so that we can really make a difference.
Why do you feel that Goa has a potential to be on your map?
Okay. There are multiple reasons for that. After our Delhi elections, all of us spent time in Delhi first. Every one of us put effort in the governance, and we wanted to see that what the governance is. A lot of us got involved in some or the other department, helping the ministers. As a volunteer, everyone was working. Over a period of time, we realized that actually governance कोई बहुत बड़ा rocket science नहीं है. And though there was so much of opposition from the center, from LG, from police, everyone was working against us. Still, we could deliver the goods for the people. That was the best part. We fulfilled our promise of water, we fulfilled our promise of electricity, healthcare, education. Models are available now which America wants to replicate. Transportation, we created a odd even concept which no one, which has not succeeded anywhere. Why we succeeded? Because we could bring all the stakeholders together. We realized that it is not a rocket science. हम लोग को अब ये समझ में आ गया कि हम गवर्नेंस कर सकते हैं. बिना ये समझे हम कहीं नहीं जाना चाहते थे. So then we started identifying that where we are. And that also included where the change is required. If there could be some governments where people are very happy, then who would choose us? That is the point one. Secondly, अगर लोग खुश नहीं है तो भी हमारे पास इतने रिसोर्स हैं क्या कि हम उसको हैंडल कर सकेंगे. दोनों चीजें हैं. So you see Punjab, our first strategic thing was Punjab. Punjab, we already knew that it is looking for us. The kind of support we got during Lok Sabha election was tremendous, tremendous. And now you see the results that independent agencies are giving us almost 100 out of 117 seats.
Correct.
This is unprecedented. हमको तो ये डर लग रहा है कहीं वहाँ पे दिल्ली से ज़्यादा लोग हमको support ना करें. Man, it could be as good as that actually. Secondly, if you see Goa, as I said, we realized very early that people are very dissatisfied with both the parties, with both the major parties, and both of them have actually not come up to the expectation. Kind of corruptions which is happening here, kind of money which various MLAs have made, people loathe it. इनके पास इतना पैसा कैसे हुआ? कहाँ से आ गया ये सारा पैसा? So people wanted change. So that was our first thing, that yes, people want a change in Goa. Secondly, the best part was that demographics of Goa is similar to Delhi in the sense that population is lesser number of seats. Geographically, it is contained, not huge like UP or Himachal or other states. So we said that yes, we can do it here. Then we are surrounded by good states like Karnataka, Maharashtra, which have a supportive thing for us. Correct. And they can give us support. We are not ashamed to say that we win because people from all over the country and all over the world support us. Our volunteers are like that. And that's what will happen in
The
Goa
most
also.
important thing when it comes to Goa's politics is our constituencies are very small.
Yes.
And the candidates have interpersonal relationship with their electorate. It is not a election year thing where you can just go distribute money and win. And even those who distribute money openly tell us journalists that you can only buy the margin of victory. You cannot buy entire electorate. Ultimately, it has to be your work over last 5 years, how you have been there, for the weddings, how you have been there for the birthdays, how you have been there for the name ceremonies. These are the kind of interpersonal relationships that candidates share in Goa, which create their relationship with the electorate.
Yeah.
Do you have those kind of candidates? Because if you look at 2012 election, that was a wave election. These things became immaterial in that election, and Manohar Parrikar government came to power on that wave. 2017 did not be a wave election. You cannot have subsequent wave elections after wave elections. In that scenario, you will need these kind of candidates to establish that connect with electorate. Do you have this kind of candidates? Yeah. Or you only have honest individuals?
I think we do not want to give emphasis on faces. Because once you give emphasis on faces, then faces become important and our policies become secondary. We want to go to people with our policies. And they need to, we will make them aware of our policies and make them understand that what we really work for. Once that happens, faces will really become actually negligible or not irrelevant, right? And that is what we are telling them. They say that they need to get sign of MLA for their this document, that document, and this document. We say we don't want MLA to sign any of your document. Why do you need MLA to sign? We believe that most 99% of the people in this country are honest. If they are honest, they will give the right documentation, and we will believe on your self-certification. If you get them away from that kind of जी हजूरी कि अगर एमएलए को मैंने हाँ नहीं किया, अगर एमएलए के साथ नहीं दिखा, उन्होंने मेरा डॉक्यूमेंट नहीं साइन किया तो मेरा बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो जाएगा. वी वांट टू गेट अवे फ्रॉम दैट. वी आर सेइंग दैट वी विल मेक यू इंडिपेंडेंट ऑफ एमएलए. आपको एमएलए से डरने का क्या जरूरत है? एमएलए का इस तरह की रिक्वायरमेंट क्यों होनी चाहिए? हम अपनी पॉलिसीज को ऐसा करेंगे, आपको एमएलए की जरूरत ही नहीं पड़नी चाहिए कभी. दैट इज व्हाट वी आर गोइंग टू टेल देम. एंड थिंक ऑफ इट, we believe that we want to change the way politics is done. We do not want to get into traditional politics. Whatever effort it requires from us, we will do that. And I am ensuring, and I am telling this on behalf of our people, my party men, my colleagues, that that's why we will bring faceless faces who will do work for people without, whether people know them or don't know them, it is not going to be important. That is what we are going to do. And our wave will ensure that.
There are crucial issues. You said that policies are going to take the front seat and rest of these individual faces and this individual connect and all this kind of micromanagement of constituencies is going to take the back seat. And that is what you are looking at. So there are three major policy issues where I would like you to clarify your stand. The first is mining. Now, the issue of mining, illegal mining and the grey areas between both these factors. What is your party's stand? How would you like mining to happen if your party comes to power?
Okay. So, I will first tell you that how our party forms the policies, because that is very important to understand that how this will happen. Our whole campaign will be based on 3 or 4 phases. अभी हमारा first phase चल रहा है. Our first phase says that first we have to introduce our party to people. They have to know that what we stand for. They have to know that what we are capable of achieving and how we achieve that. What kind of transparency and accountability we bring into the system. That is what we are telling them. And this first phase, which should end in somewhere in May, after Arvindji's visit, will end there. By that time, we will understand that what people expect out of familiarity will be done. Our second phase is that we know there are certain number of issues. Mining is not the only issue. There are a lot of issues which actually affect people. We talk of tourism. Tourism is in shambles today with no policy. We talk of farming. 75% of land is not being tilled today. People are just not doing anything because they don't have any viable options. Fishing, every day we are seeing there is a dharna. कभी इसके लिए अभी वो LED light के कारण चल रहा है. And fourth is mining, which are the major 4 revenue earning.
What is going to happen to mining if your government comes to power?
I'll tell you. So, our policies will depend on understanding the real situation by getting all the stakeholders together. That is what I said. That मैं यहाँ बैठकर या अपने कमरे में बैठकर मैं पॉलिसी नहीं डिसाइड करूँगा, because that is not the way we do it. We will do it by talking to people that what they are looking for. We have been talking to mine owners. People may feel, अरे ये mine owner के साथ बात कर रहा है. But why not? Unless we talk to mine owners and know their side of story, it does not mean that we are sleeping with them. And it does not mean that they should not be talked to. Unless we know that side, we will never know what they come out. We need to see this. We need to meet the people who are being affected. We went to all the mining belt, 12, 13 constituencies. Which trucks are garlanded and they are shrouded like a shrine because they cannot use it. Barges are just lying vacant. Barge owners are crying that their loans are in distress and a lot of things have happened. Truck owners are selling their land, females have sold their ornaments, their houses are being girvied. Whole shops which were perhaps once flourishing are now dead. Dead in the sense that there is no customer in there. Women are weeping that their kids or boys have no jobs, no skills, nothing. These are the real issue. I am here since last 6 months. I don't hear any politician talking of it. No one is even talking about कि वहाँ पे mining अगर बंद हो गई है. One, mining is why not being started. There are two separate issues. One is what is happening to the illegal mining. One is that how the mining can be actually started. And I personally believe, I am not saying that this is our policy, party policy, but from what I am hearing and listening, I think that we will need to work on these two separately. Mining needs to be started because it is an economic activity.
And the illegality needs to be tackled separately.
Illegality needs to be tackled separately, right? And we need to ensure that jobs are being provided.
Second most important issue is medium of instruction. What is your party's policy?
Again, as I said, that our party does not believe on issues which divide people. This is one of the issues which have...
you will have to take a stand.
I am coming to that. Let me come to that. I have been talking, I have gone to at least 100 plus corner meetings and a lot of meetings. People ask this question directly to me. I talk to them and I ask them, actually what is the MOI issue? Do you know? Are you really aware? Believe me, they are not aware. What it really means is that it is a political issue. It is not an issue which was there at all. A lot of people have told me that this was actually not an issue. If this was actually not an issue, it was an issue created for vote banks. If it was created for vote banks, I am going to ensure, as a party, we are all going to ensure that we are going to all the stakeholders together. Instead of having divisive policy, we are going to, and we are talking separately to all the stakeholders. What I am realizing that when I talk to this stakeholder, and this stakeholder, none of them have sat together, ever. None of them have tried even to get them together and come to a consensus that, okay, this could be a... Now the situation has been reached, right? Someone took a wrong decision and created this issue. Someone said that we will resolve this issue. They again put fuel and they again did not resolve the issue. I am saying that no one tried to bring these stakeholders together. When I talk to them and I tell them that, will you like to sit? They said, yes, we will like to sit. Why not? We will like to sit. If I am telling it to the present government that this issue can really be resolved if they want, by bringing all the stakeholders together and making them hear to each other. This issue there is nothing which cannot be resolved. And if we can hold odd even in our state of Delhi where 25 lakh cars were put off the road, by just involving all the stakeholders, I am pretty sure this issue can be resolved by getting all the stakeholders.
Pankaj, you are getting good response.
Very good.
And all the best for the next 9 months. And as the election approaches, we will know how much ground you cover and how much winning prospects you create.
Perfect.
Thank you for coming to the studio and giving us
Thank you. Thanks a lot.